Hey guys, Peter here once again. Um, today I need to change the wax ring of our toilet bowl here at our house. If you're getting some kind of a sewer gas smell, like in the morning or during the day or whatever, and it's making your place stink, most likely you have a bad wax ring on your toilet bowl. You'll also notice that around the area there it's kind of wet. That means the water's leaking through there, and you don't want that. It's not only hazardous, it stinks and it's dirty. I We had this bathroom remodeled in 2007, so go figure, it's almost 10 years old. But this is the one that I got, this new one that I got. It's called Universal Better Than Wax. So it's not wax, which is a good thing because the wax, if you accidentally put it on wrong, you destroy it. So let me show you guys this new one I got. And this is good for a 3-inch or 4-inch standard size, or in ground or protruding type of material. Raised ring. So it says right here this side up. It should be pretty easy. And if it's a raised kind, you put this as an adapter to raise it up some more. So yeah. And it says right there, plays between flange and seal. So this would go right there, and then it'll go like this, if it's a raised one. So we're about to find out. But first and foremost, what you got to do is turn off your water supply line. Turn that off. And then you got to flush the toilet and hold it down to empty it out completely. There you go. There you go. And what you're going to have to do is pretty much vacuum that out with a wet and dry vac. Another thing that I do first is I try to remove as much of the caulking as I could. You know, just a quick run through of it. And, just so that it's a little bit easier for you to clean up. I'm very meticulous and anal when it comes to these things. So I want to just go around the bowl real quick just to take that out. And you could already see here that the water is leaking there. And then at the same time, I have a lot of trash bags, gloves, all the necessities to get this out. This should be like a 45-minute job unless you have a lot of stuff in your bathroom, which in our case we don't. So here's the wet dry vac. All I'm gonna do is vacuum the rest of that water out, dump it, and I could lift the bowl and move it aside. All right, now that it's empty, I'm gonna just unbolt these bolts, one on each side, and I will lift the bowl. Oh, don't forget to unlatch this. So gotta unlatch this. This is the water tank supply. You might want to put a cup there or something just because it might leak a little bit. Let's see if it will. There should be a little bit of water in this hose though, so that should be fine. Yeah, just a tiny bit. That's okay. Alright guys, so I already unbolted it on both sides. Now I just want to let you guys know, both sides are off. These tanks are not necessarily light. So you got to make sure you take the tank cover off. Try to lighten it up as much as you can. What I do, I usually lift it this way. And what happens is that I'm able to see where the stain is and the line of where the ring ended, and I'm able to put it back exactly the same way. Now with this new wax ring, it shouldn't be a problem because it's rubber, so it'll actually adjust to its size. Now, if you're using a regular wax ring, this is where I really don't recommend regular wax rings, because as you know with this, it'll actually mold itself to the position where you want it to be, because it's basically going to be sitting like this inside. But with the wax ring, if you don't get it right on the hole, you're going to damage the wax ring and you'll probably start leaking within months. So just a little just a little nugget right there, where right here I paid like I think $10 for this, and the wax ring's about 6 or 5, but I'm pretty sure you guys could tell it's a no-brainer. This will last a lot longer. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lift up this toilet and put it right here in this Toys R Us bag, so I could clean out all the wax residue in the bottom, because you got to make sure it's clean before you install a new part. See, you can see, this is crazy. There's even tree roots coming out of here. Where did this come from? See, yeah, those are roots. Yuck. So anyway, I'm going to clean this up. Then I'll show you guys the rest. Alright guys, it's all cleaned up now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the flange in there. But I need to check the underneath of the bowl first and make sure everything's clean there. Alright guys, so that's how it looks with the flange on there. I basically didn't need to use the riser. And I just need to set the bowl in there in place now and seal it back up. Alright guys, now that I put it back in place, again, I just lifted it from here on each side and I set them down so that the studs aligned. Okay, and now I just got to tighten it up. And again, I went by looking at where the old caulking line is, and that's how I'm going to align the toilet bowl. Okay. And then, like I said, in this case, you don't really have much to worry about because it's not a wax ring. So it's going to have a good seal since it's rubber to ceramic. And I did inspect the bottom of the bowl, and it is clean. So there was nothing that could get in the way so that it started leaking. So yeah, I'm going to bolt it back up and go from there. And there it is, guys. It's already installed. Everything looks straight. Now over here, you don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to crack the ceramic, but enough so that the toilet bowl doesn't wiggle. You know, the last thing you want is you sitting down and it's wiggling. And don't forget to reattach your supply line. And then I'm going to spark it back up. There it is. Make sure nothing's leaking. Okay, everything looks good there. Fill this up. Alright guys, and you know, some might suggest that in able to make things lighter, take the tank off. The only reason why I don't suggest to take the tank off is that once you disturb the seals, you're just going to create a new problem for yourself. And of course, what we want to do is get the job done right without any problems and move forward, right? So this is my moment of truth. It's almost full. Okay, I'm going to flush it now. See if there's any leaks. Huh. Alright. See here. Looks good. And you know, you want to observe also to make sure that this area is always dry. Anytime this area around the base of the toilet gets wet, that means you have a leaky wax ring. Now all I have to do now is keep observing this and make sure that it doesn't leak. Make sure that no water's dripping from there, you know, and go from there. So there you go, guys. I mean, it's a matter of a little bit of getting your hands dirty. You only need 2 bolts. And again, this is the wax ring that I got. It's called Better Than Wax by Fluid Master. It's a universal one, so it can be used for, I believe, 3-inch and 4-inch spacers. And it's all right there. It says right there, fits any flange, above floor or even with or below floor works. There it is. And in my case, it was a little bit above floor, so I didn't need to use this guy right here. And you'll be able to tell because, you know, the space would be a lot bigger. And again, since this is rubber, it creates a really good seal. Wow, so there it is. Seems pretty dry to me. You can always do the test to make sure. Give it a couple days and go from there. So anyway, guys, again, this is Peter. This is a family channel. So if you have any questions or if you have suggestions, let's help each other out. Let me know, comment down below, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.